Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to March 2025. My name is Steve, and welcome to Soulfire Tarot. All right, let's get in it with a little ding. Very little. But you are not little, Scorpio. I mean, maybe you are. Maybe you're a small person. It's okay to be little. I feel little sometimes, especially in light of the cosmos. All right, let's pick some key signs here with the Psychic Tarot. I like to read these ones upright only. We have the Rejoice in Celebration card at the top of the theme here, Three of Cups. And at the base, we have Triumphant Success, the Ace of Swords. Very good, Scorpio. I feel like some things are coming together for you this month. Some things you've been working hard at, aiming to achieve, things you have put your heart, soul, spirit, and trust in with others on your journey may be coming to fruition or to new stages of success on the journey towards what may be a bigger picture mission of sorts or work. Now let's go into more granularity here. I will splay out the tarot cards. Yes, it's extra special with effects. Alrighty, and let's see what is going on otherwise. Yeah, we have the Eight of Swords. I like to see this card as surrender in grace, putting your heart, out to the world, subjecting it to the ideas, and seeing how different thoughts and people might be coming to you with thoughts and ideas aligned with your heart. For others, in a more negative sense, it perhaps could be indicating something to do with being under some kind of duress at heart or mind. But there's beauty in this, in the surrender, in the power of surrender. We don't have to fight every battle that comes our way. Sometimes it's good to tend our heart and soul, and let our higher intuition, our higher intelligence work through us and for us. Yeah, we also have the Seven of Swords, which might be bringing into question, who are we working with here? Are the people that we're surrounded by, that we're working in, making decisions and taking action in our life, is this something that, are they truly aligned with us? Are we aligned with a greater purpose and a mission here? You see, it's kind of hard to focus. There's multiple swords here centered around this one knight, outside this castle. Something worth defending, something worth kind of getting some skin in the game. And that kind of resonates with the overall theme with the Psychic Tarot here. The Ace of Swords and also the Three of Cups, which in word is rejoice and celebration and triumphant success. So very interesting, Scorpio. Let's see what else is going through here. Yeah. We have the Emperor. So I'll keep pulling here. I want to get more of a picture. The Tower in reverse. The Seven of Cups in reverse. And the Prince of Wands upright. So yeah, I feel like you are feeling secure in your kind of position and authority. You seem to be feeling grounded and have come to understand things and gain clarity in making decisions and gaining perspective about how you want to live your life and what you're about, what you're working on. And you're moving into it passionately. There may be some hesitation, uncertain about what to do, but I feel like, Yeah, it's something that you're grounded in, something you can feel confident about, I would hope. We have here the Princess of Pentacles, and she is sitting over this valley, looking over an apple orchard, looking over the hillside towards the sun in a confidently poised position. She has a kind of stone golden helmet on and a small scepter while holding this rose and looking somewhat like Wonder Woman with her tatas out. And how wonderful, how confident, to be comfortable in your skin. So this card to me is communicating that, for those of you who might be uncertain, like find something that gives you meaning, something that gives you brings value to the world, and something that you feel confident in, where you can, share your gift and can convey that with a sense of passion. But be careful not to be overly arrogant, and hasty in how you blaze ahead with what it is that you might be undergoing. We also see here, just to go back through the roll so far, the Seven of Cups in reverse, card of dreaming and possibilities. But again, I feel like this could suggest not getting too stymied or hung up on having too many decisions. And I think for some of you, you might already be coming to a decision or coming to one shortly. There could be questions around some of your decision, but I think it's important to keep things in perspective. This is the Tower in reverse here, swift change, but it also shows a swift change in perspective, people falling out and like coming from this high position to come back onto the ground, perhaps it means like getting grounded. But in this display of pulling this series, I really feel like it's kind of positively recognizing that for some of you, there has been perspective gained in the past here, and you are, I think, feeling pretty poised, ready, confident, with those possibilities to kind of get the show on the road here with what you're pursuing towards success and rejoicing in celebration, and it might be something that, some people might not understand it, but you can, so if your heart's in it for the right reasons, go for it. Why not, huh? We also have here, interesting, two of these princesses at the end. So yeah, this is kind of reaffirming, do something that feels good, that is nourishing not only to yourself, but others. Imagine what you could be doing that could be really rewarding, that you feel could bring benefit not only to your life, but to others' lives, to make life more meaningful and to help supplement, the dreams of life in the world. Let's see. I'm going to draw one of these animal spirit cards. What animal spirit guide may be overlooking this month in this reading? Thank you. Yes, we have balance. All things in balance. We have the dolphin. Dolphin, playful, in the sign of Libra for you, Scorpio. Yeah, we have the dolphin. The dolphin has its times where it's playful, it's curious, it's willing to go take some risks, have fun, enjoy its life, but it's also got to survive and work together with its pod, with its family, to provide for each other, to find a balance so that it can enjoy that balance of life, the things we must do, the things we need to do to survive and take care of our people. But then also enjoying it, finding a balance of highs and lows, work and play. Yeah, so I feel like what this is saying too is like, especially with relations to like work, for some of us sometimes, overworking, being too wrapped up, and the seriousness of our work can sometimes actually be holding us back from our success. And that's our like super focus, and again, in balance, it's good to relax and have a good time with people, in balance. And oftentimes that can be very, supplemental to our spirit, to our morale, and help reinvigorate what we bring into our work life. A little nicotine there to tingle up my mouth. It's an addiction I don't recommend, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Yes. Anything else here for Scorpio? Yes, right here. Ah, yes, then the Queen of Wands. Yes. So yeah, this is really kind of signifying, like just the word like poised, you know, in a position, poised, ready, prepared, confident, grounded, really kind of, standing in your power, your ability to create and lead something, but with grace and wisdom and beauty, behind your back, within you, around you. Oftentimes like the power is it's, the world is full of power, naturally. Cosmic power, the power of life, death, rebirth, all of these things, magic or accruing natural power oftentimes is how we weave a web of geometry of relations in the world. We can carry and conduct power. But depending on how we carry and conduct our power matters in the results and what comes back to us in the return, the feedback, right? There's a difference between doing something for right reasons, noble reasons, good reasons, whatever your moral values might be, versus doing something for the wrong reasons, something that we might know is not the best, and we might be doing it for selfish reasons or, so on. And we might get something, but it might come to a cost, Reminds me of the devil card, bondage. All right, I'm going to draw another Psychic Tarot card here, just kind of seal it up. I feel like that was a pretty clear message for you, Scorpio. So looking at this upright, we have financial and material changes. You can see these different textures, these different fingers, these different elements, things changing up, different value, different gradation, different capacities, of whatever these materials might represent. So I think this is honestly an auspicious reading for you overall, Scorpio. I feel like there's a good opportunity here for you in this month to really kind of get things together, figure out what you're about, what you want to do, going for it. I feel like there's going to be opportunities, if there hasn't been already, for gaining new perspective, critical perspective around whatever this theme of this work and coming together with people, knowing who are the people who are aligned, or whether you're going this alone, being in your authority with your domain, feeling comfortable and secure, and having the power to convey what it is that you're going to, where things are going. But doing it with poised kind of preparedness, resourcefulness, but also being sensitive and heartful about it, and what you're bringing to life and how you carry yourself in balance through that process, So cheers to you, Scorpio. I'm going to look into the obsidian orb now and see if there might be any other glaring insights coming through spirit. For some of you, this has to do with the transmission alignment, the transmission of the conveyance of power of something that has been coming together in preparation for quite some time, and how it is conveyed into reality. This is a critical time, an important part. And if things are measured, if things have been in balance and maintained, that power will be directed in a transmission by willpower, by collective agency, by cooperation, and your vision, your capacity to feel and to radiate and nurture that which is possible to go forward. Now is a time where if things are prepared, balanced, that transmission will be clear. It will reach its destination. It will contact what and whom it is meant to contact and impact for the betterment of all reality. Though, do not be surprised If the preparation of things are not exactly prepared as necessary, there will be feedback in which you will see and have the clarity and the potential to realize insights, to see very clearly and quickly what is not in perspective, what is possibly out of order, and also to be careful with regards to the conveying of the transmission. So this is like, how do you ride the bike? How do you get the log up the hill? It's like carrying something through. It's not always about the end result. It's the journey. It's how we get there. The quality of the time, the quality of the relations in the process matters. That determines and affects not only the outcome, but the whole future spectrum of possibilities. So with that, I think I'm going to keep it short and simple. And actually, the shadow cards want to come out and play. Let's see what might be within the blind spot with Teal Swan's blind spot deck oracle cards. Have my finger on this one, the 76. I believe I pulled this for another sign earlier in my readings. So let me find my guidebook and see what this is near the end. I'll try to summarize it to save your time here. We have the theme of deflection. If you have drawn the sigil, you're currently using deflection as a tool to avoid self-awareness in a situation where you really do not need to recognize something within yourself. As I was saying, gleaming through the obsidian, the spiritual vision, being able to see where things are out of place, where things might not be connecting, where things might need to be tuned, adjusted, released, given more energy, supplicated. To deflect something is to cause that thing to change direction by interposing something. This turns it off its straight course and into another direction, even back in the original direction it came from. Deflection is when someone communicates to another causes that person to feel triggered. As a result, instead of taking in the perceived criticism, they either ignore, deny, or turn away from it, or worse, they turn it back towards the person who communicated it in the first place. This is done to avoid painful memories, emotions, and thoughts, but it also prevents the person deflecting the comment from being self-aware. Deflection is different from projection, which is when a person cannot accept a quality or aspect of their own personality because it is incompatible with their own self-concept, so they thus project it out of their awareness and onto another person. It is the angry person recognizing anger in others, but thinking they are peaceful, for example. However, once people learn about projection, it can be taken further to become a common deflection technique. For example, in order to deflect something that someone tells you about yourself which triggers you, simply tell them they are projecting. Deflection is a defense mechanism that is designed to preserve self-concept. It is a form of projection when it is used to deflect blame. Essentially, when the fault is with us, we project the blame and fault onto someone else. We feel we cannot take responsibility or blame for something, and we feel positive about ourselves at the same time. We are unwilling to feel guilt or shame. To give you some examples of deflection, a child may spill something and blame it on the cup. An abusive husband may blame his wife for provoking him by not having dinner ready at the time, despite what she promised. A person may say things in order to hurt someone. When they defend themselves, blame it on the person being too sensitive. Someone may exhibit behavior that leads to a group intervention, but when confronted, they may say that everyone has turned against them. A man may get criticized for something he did that upset his girlfriend, but he may claim that she's just on her period. So you get the idea here. It says, if you have drawn the sigil, you are currently perhaps deflecting in the scenario. Recognize the shame and guilt that you feel. We deflect to save our self-concept. In order to awaken, we have to be able to see both sides of ourselves, both the darkness and the light. The dolphin, the yin-yang, Libra, the balance, the integration of polarities, light and dark. We are made of both. Balance. To be whole. Yar. This means in order to stop deflecting, we have to be willing to feel and see ourselves as not a good person in the circumstances we are in. If we are not willing to see ourselves in this light, we will continue to avoid self-awareness by only seeing what we want to see in ourselves. Therefore, we will not be in reality. Our only axis of power is in reality. So we will not be able to make any positive changes to the scenario we are in unless it would benefit you to spend time accepting in the energy of Sigil 33 as well as this one and coming to understand its message as well. If you have drawn the sigil, let it help you to reflect. The opposite of deflection is reflection. Hopefully, you can reflect and accept the perspective that you are not the good guy in the situation. But if you can't, for the sake of other people around you, you can go through the back door of this pattern by feeding yourself positive self-concept and accepting your negative aspects. Just decide that the person who is the best person is the one who really owns their badness. It's good to own your badness. When you feel the tension of defense in any given situation, use the power of your own ego's desire to see you as a good person, and a good person owns their flaws, to look for what you did wrong or what you did to hurt the other person. That's a wholesome message. I like that. And I know that might not be, the energy is telling me that it's probably not poised for all of you. And again, thank you for tuning into Soul Fired Tarot. My name is Steve. I'll be doing these monthly and hopefully more when the time is available. With that, I hope you have success, prosperity, and rejoice in celebration. Scorpio. Peace.